Try to clear my throat. some words in. Yes, Mr. Frank. There he is. Yeah, Friday is right. That's right. Positively Friday. I'm positive I'm the only other one here besides you. I beg to differ. Amanda Ward in the house. Hey, Amanda. Yeah, you got to prove him wrong. Zach, you weren't even going to say anything, and then Frank's shooting his mouth off as usual. All Amanda does is make me look bad. Positively bad. Yep. Always. That girl is poison. It's funny her name isn't on the viewer list. Interesting. Who is on the viewer list? Let me take a gander. Let me ganderize it. I never look at that. No, this is me broadcasting Mr. Frank, and Stream Elements is always on there. That's weird. That's odd. It says 4 viewers. Yeah, I guess you don't count. You know, considering you don't subscribe, then you definitely don't count. Which is a reminder for everybody to please subscribe or resubscribe, and also to follow me on YouTube. I'm picking up a few followers on there, which is very, very neat. Maybe I don't really exist. Maybe you don't. We had a good lunch yesterday. Me, Amanda, and 2 of the mics. And that was good. And then I made a mistake last night, because my wife is gone. And she had gone to Walmart to pick up some stuff. To pick up all our medications, because we're old. And she said, "Do you want anything?" And I said, "You know what? I'm not going to order pizza while you're gone this week. Why don't you get me one of those big giant Walmart pizzas? They're like $8. Let me try it." So she bought me one of those. So last night I was watching, I don't know what the hell I was watching. Something. And I made one of those pizzas. And I ate the pizzas are huge. They don't even fit on the pizza pan. And I ate like half of it, and then I went and I started playing Minecraft, and then I ate the other half, and then I was up for most of the night with my stomach. Between Chinese food buffet and that, it was not a good day. This morning I also did not feel all that great. But I got up and went and met with Wynn and 2 other ladies of Amelia Island authors. New coffee place, much better. And I was like, you know what, let me get the largest coffee you have with cream and sugar. And the lady was like, all right, let me make it for you. Then I watched her and she went, psh, psh, psh. And then my coffee was made, and then she handed it to me. And then, and you don't have to go up and order. You basically, you go sit down at a table, and then they come over. There's waitresses. And then they kept refilling my coffee, and I was like, wow, with that other shitty place we used to go to, the coffees were like $7 for just a coffee. And you get 1 cup of coffee. There's no refills. This place, it was $2.41 for a large coffee, and they refilled it like 5 times. And so it was a good place. They also had a lot of food, but my stomach was upset. I really wanted to try their French toast. I'm a big fan of French toast, in case you hadn't guessed. They also have a breakfast burrito. So next month I'll probably try one of those. But yeah, it was a good place. When Wynn got there early, he said, "Hey, we're gonna have a bunch. I need maybe a bigger. I don't know if we're gonna be more than 4 or 5 of us, but we need a couple of tables together. You know, writers. We're gonna do this every month." And they were very, very excited to have us there. So all the waitresses kept coming over and talking to us and asking us about our books and different things. Of course, me and Wynn are the only 2 that really actually have, actual fiction books out, but it was good. Coffee noise. Naked and Afraid. Oh, watching that. Yeah, I was naked and afraid watching stuff. Yeah, it was a good place though. So I'm happy. Next month I'll be happy as well. We're gonna go there, and it's also the one we used to go to was about a 50-minute ride, and this one is 25 minutes. It's literally half the distance the other one was. Heading in that direction, but half the distance. So I was happy with that. But a good place. So yeah, it was a big difference. It was a big difference too, especially since I rolled out of bed originally at like 6 o'clock, because I can't ever sleep well when my wife's not here. Rolled out of bed at 6 o'clock for the 1,000th time to go to the bathroom because of all the Chinese food and all the pizza in me. And then I laid back down, and then I woke back up, and it was like 8:45, and I'm like, son of a bitch, I'm going to be late. And I was like, oh no, wait, it should only be like half an hour or so. So I jumped up, threw some deodorant on, threw some clothes on, and out the door. So it was good. It was very, very good. I told them about my big, what's this? About my big. I did put on that stuff. At first, I was like, I'm just gonna go naked and afraid. And I was like, yeah, maybe not to a new place. Maybe next month I'll do that. Told everybody my good news, which I can't really share on here because it gets recorded. But I have some really good news, and I will be at Young Mike's book signing at 10 a.m. tomorrow. They screwed up the one girl who I finally told her, hey, just be quiet because you're screwing this up with the people we have to talk to. Because they were like, okay, we can talk at 1 o'clock. Well, they're in LA. So the other girl kept saying, oh, good, so then you're in Florida, so it's 10 a.m. for you. And at first I didn't get it. I'm like, okay, I'll talk to you at 10 a.m. I'm supposed to be at a book signing, but I'll talk to you. But then I realized, no, if it's 1 o'clock there, it's 4 o'clock for us. So that'll be way after the Mike's book signing. So I will do that. So that I'm looking forward to. It's a little scary. But it's a big thing. But I don't want to say what it is here and jinx it. I didn't talk about it yesterday, but it seems to be moving along. So they accept the application to be on Naked and Afraid. I wouldn't last 5 minutes on that show, and I'm going to tell you why. I do not like walking around barefoot. Even as a kid, hated it. So I have socks on. The only time I don't have socks on is when I'm in the shower or sleeping at night. I can't sleep with socks on. But as soon as I get out of bed, I got to put socks on. It's really not good. Telling time can be hard. Yeah, well, the other person is, and she kept, no, it's 10 a.m. I'm like, you're a moron. You're in California. I'm on the other coast. It's a 3-hour difference the other way. Oh, okay. Oh, I get it now. Do you though? You freaking moron. I think, hey, do me a favor. I sent her a private message. Do me a favor. Stop talking, so we can figure out when we're going to have this Zoom meeting. You know, you're just annoying everybody at this point. I just want to set a time, which I know what the time is. I was hoping you go and paint it up as the white Kamala. You know, that would be, no, not yet. It is near record temperatures out there, it says. The Jacksonville Giant. Yeah. I keep calling her a Kamala. My wife's like, I don't think that's how you say it. I said, listen, Kamala the Ugandan Giant. That's how you say it. She's like, I think that's a different person. I'm like, you know what? I think she was a wrestler. I'm almost positive she was Kamala the Ugandan Giant wrestler. I will be your kimchi. I actually got to meet. What the hell was his real name? Kamala the Ugandan Giant. He about 15 years ago or so. I think he passed away now. He wrestled for Southern Championship Wrestling when I did the wrestling book. And he was there. I did not get to interview him for that book. I think the book was already out, is what it was. And afterwards, all the wrestlers got invited to the Hooters around the corner. And he obviously was there and he got invited. So got to go and hang out and sit with him and talk. And he was a really, really nice guy. Yeah, I believe he's dead now. Well, there's a bunch of those wrestlers that I got to go actually, and they were actually, the people who ran SCW were very, very generous with their time, and they loved to, they loved when I was there selling books at their events every month. Then we get to go to hang out at Hooters afterwards, and get not great wings and watered down beer, and girls too skinny. Billy Gunn was there, really drunk. One time I remember. He was going through a divorce, I believe. So he was not in a good mood. Scotty Too Hottie was very cool. Who else was there? The Russian guy. Why can't I think of his name? That Russian guy. James, yep. James Arthur Harris. 2020, yep. Yeah, I would never wrestle barefoot. I need socks on. Yeah, that was probably back in 2008, 2009, somewhere around there. Nikolai Volkov, thank you. Yes, Nikolai Volkov. At that point, Nikolai Volkov had become a United States citizen. And so he did the Russian in the ring at that show. He did his Russian thing, and then he did then we all did the Pledge of Allegiance together because he was an American citizen. So he came out with both flags. I don't know if he's still alive either. There's a lot of those guys at the end of their careers would go do the indie circuits. I'm trying to think of who else. There was several. There was like I wrote that book and then I promoted it for like over a year. So I met like every month whoever they would bring in as their wrestler, I would get to meet, hang out with. I remember Kevin Nash was there one time doing an appearance, and my brother knew him because my brother used to work at the Krabby Shack, Krabby Joe's, whatever it was in Daytona, and he lives right down Kevin Nash lives right down the corner from there, and he would go in there like every Tuesday or Wednesday afternoon or something like that, and my brother would always talk wrestling and stuff with him. I'm so glad I was checked out of WWF when Sergeant Slaughter became an Iraqi terrorist. Yeah, me too. Yeah, that was stupid. I never met Sergeant Slaughter, but Sergeant Slaughter lived in the same apartment complex, Thousand Oaks, up in Highlands, when me and George Martin lived there. He had his camouflage limo always in the parking lot. I think that's when he was the Iraqi terrorist, as a matter of fact. I think it was around that time. So there you go. There you go. Anyway, my goal was to hit another page. I've hit the other page. I probably should probably finish this chapter. I got a bunch of stuff. So, Sergeant R.R. Slaughter. So I got an updated notification from Amazon, from Kindle Press, that they've released this morning. When I got home from the coffee place, they've released Dirty Deeds back to me. So it is currently not published. So it's like I'm glad I got the notice. And it was like half an hour. So I checked, not up anymore. Boom, I put it up. And now I just got to wait for them to say your book is published, and so that I can call them and say, now give me all of my reviews back and put it on there, and then I can start doing box sets and sales and everything else. So I'm excited for that. I'm excited to get Dirty Deeds back, the first one. So that's a good, another good thing. I'm having a good week. Today after Twitch, I'm going to go through with the merch jar stuff. I'm going to go through and go through all of my ads and some of the keywords are spending way too much money, so I'm going to change those up. Hopefully, I'm writing down in Dirty 3 now. I'm on chapter 45 of 50, so I got to get this chapter done. And I think I did not write a chapter yesterday. I wrote a chapter of me and Tom's thing yesterday. With everything going on with Trenny's Buffet and then therapy and then all this other stuff going on with the thing I can't talk about on here, all that. So very, very good positive stuff the last couple of days for me. So I got to keep that rolling. And then this weekend is Mike's thing, 10 to 2 tomorrow, and then Sunday at 2 p.m. I will be at Happy Medium Books. doing a reading a horror short story. I have no idea which one that will be. I gotta figure that out, and I might need a backup one. Yeah, Rock the Casbells is exactly right. So who knows? Who can say? I also got to put up more stuff on TikTok. I got to do some more TikTok videos today. I might do 2 or 3 of them today because I'm actually selling books, and so I got to do all that. But I also got to double check my inventory on stuff because I just put 3 books up so far, and I put 5 copies of each, and I want to see if I have more copies I can put up. My goal really is to sell out of everything before my next book signing will be more than likely AuthorCon in March, whenever that is. So I'm going to start putting up some of the horror stuff, I think, today. Get rid of it. Why wait until March and see if I can sell it there when I can just sell all that crap? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Baby. There you go. So I don't know how long I'm going to be on today is what I'm telling you. We could keep chatting as long as we keep chatting or I keep talking. We'll be good. Next page, Mr. Frank. Next page. TikTok, I'm glad it works, but I hate it. It's back on the list, though, from the conference I went to. Exactly. We talked about this yesterday. It's one of those necessary evils that I think at this point we have to at least acknowledge and at least try it. And I think for you, for the stuff that you write, I think it will work a lot better. And so definitely look into the TikTok shop part of it as well. Because I only put up 1 video so far using the TikTok shop, but I'm getting a lot of views on it because they like that you're doing that. Oh yeah, your readers are on there, both of them. Get it? Yeah. Oh yeah. Definitely. You should do quite well with it. We're still making noises. So funny. It was funny. Should, but there's a lot of competition too. Yeah, but I don't know. Just do it. Listen, as we talk about all the time, you ain't selling books because you're just writing books. There's so much more to this crap. Did you... There's a Both Sucks Dog on Netflix that come back. Yeah, I saw that. Yes. I mean, I haven't watched it, but yes. I knew it was coming for a while. That is something I'm not going to watch right away, though. I need that. Probably watch it after the World Series. Depending on who wins, obviously. I always find your one-line notes fascinating. Notes for each chapter scene. Right? That's literally what the with mad dash to get everyone to safety. See the website. I know what that means. And I normally only do that once I'm almost done with the book. Like again, I got 5 or 6 chapters left. And I have that for all the way through. In chapter 50, usually the thing just says wrap up. But in the beginning, I don't do that. The beginning, most of the time, once I get like 3-4 chapters in, I might do like Marissa point of view. Like that will be the only thing. Because I don't know what's even going to happen at that point. But I know we're going to focus on her. So let's do it that way. I guess that's my outline. That's just more than anything I'm going to do. What the hell is that? How do you get like a little... How do I get shit on my monitor? I gotta clean these monitors. I do notes like that from time to time, but by the time I get back around to them, I have no idea what I was talking about. Yeah, that's not a good thing. And a lot of times they change. Because I'm like, once I get into the flow on certain things, I'm like, okay, this person point of view, then the next person point, then the next person, then the next person, then we got 4 characters, I'm going to go back to this one, and then it just never works out. It's like, no, I got to go back time-wise, I got to go, this person has to have 2 chapters in a row, or every other chapter, or something like that. But that's it. And a lot of times, on a lot of stuff, there's no notes at all. It's just, figure out what the next chapter is and just go for it. There's Nicholas in. Happy positive fries today. You too. I hope you have French fries today. French fries, which I read, are not from France. Isn't that crazy? French toast, also not invented in France. Something else that's French something or other, not invented in France. What the hell did those French people even really invent? French bread? No, I think French bread is actually from France. Chips. No, French chips. They invented chips? I don't know about that. Lay's potato chips? They invented mayonnaise? Probably. That probably seems like something they would invent. According to Captain Jack Sparrow. I never watched any of those movies. Was never interested in those movies. Oh, I do hear there was a giant squid in at least one of them. I am a big fan of giant squid. They invented surrendering. Yes, they did. French onion dip. Maybe that's the other one. I don't think that was the other one. I don't know. I read something. I think I read it while I was sitting in the car waiting for Amanda and the mics to show up yesterday for lunch. I was on time. Just I like to be exact. Yeah, you're like, oh, we're meeting at 11 a.m. and it is 10:58 a.m. I was only there about 4 or 5 minutes before you got there. And that was only because I was doing crap. Did you discuss yesterday's writer meeting already? Not really. We had lunch. We talked about a lot of stuff, but we mostly talked about what do we call him, Tall Mike, because he has a girlfriend now. So we talked about him and his girlfriend and dating and young Mike having to get out there in the world and date and stuff like that, and me talking about how awful dating would be right now. There was no coffee. Don't share our secrets, yeah. But we did talk a lot of. We did talk some writing stuff. Amanda shared a lot of notes. You should have been there. She shared a lot of notes from her romance writers thing that she went to, which are all very interesting. We talked about that she needs to join NINC and come to the NINC conference next year as well. We talked about starting in January, probably in February. Tom Duffy will be living down here, and he will be coming to the buffet lunch once a month. And I'm also going to make him go to the Amelia Island coffee thing with me once a month. So, I'm not spilling all her secrets. That chick's got a lot of secrets. God, we could be here for days with the secrets she's holding on to. Skeletons in that closet. Wait, what? The F? Tom is moving. Please, I'm an open book. You are an open book. You're an open romanticy. Yeah, Tom and his girl are moving down. I don't thought you. I guess you don't really pay attention, Nick. I've talked about this several times. In January ish, Tom and his girl are moving down here to Jacksonville. They're going to stay at Shelly's mom's house. Her sister, thank God, is moving back to Dallas then and taking her 8,000 dogs with her and her garbage and everything else. And then they're going to stay there because Tom's girlfriend has done caregiving in the past, and because my mother-in-law has dementia that's pretty bad now, we need somebody there full time. So it works out. Yeah, I would have invited you and your imaginary girlfriend to stay. So, but so that means Tom will get to quit his job and write full time starting in January. Dibs on Tom's room in case Chuck comes back to MondoCon. Yeah, so Tom's like, well, even though I'm going to be living like 20 minutes away, I'm just staying the whole weekend. I'm like, well, we'll figure that out. But yeah, if Chuck does come back next year, then yeah, you will get that room. We also talked about so for MondoCon, and I can tell you the dates. I can tell them to you now because you will be invited. It will not be August 1st. We always do it the first weekend. It will be the second weekend, which I think Friday is the 8th. That's Shelly's birthday. That's her 50th birthday. Don't tell anybody she's going to be 50. She's throwing we're throwing a huge birthday party for her. And so at first she was like, well, we'll do MondoCon the week before. And I'm like, yeah, but don't you want Nick and Frank, to be able to come to your party? And she's like, you know what, I do. So we're going to do our normal, you guys fly in on Thursday, we'll all hang out. Friday we write till 5 o'clock. And then instead of her cooking Friday night here, then she's going to have it catered. We're going to go to wherever, a hall or wherever it is. We're all going to go to her 50th birthday party and hang out all night, which will be very cool. So that's what we're doing. That will be our change of scenery type of thing. We're all going to drive over to there. So Chuck I don't want to invite him, but she wants Chuck there for her birthday. So, and you guys there for her birthday. So that's what we're going to do. So that's whatever the 8th is, I think that's the Friday next year. So you already know the dates of it. I'm almost positive the Friday is her birthday, whatever the August 8th is. So there you go. So no excuses. There are other people I'm still not inviting though. Basically, I'm inviting everybody that was there this year and Chuck. You always have a wedding that weekend, you son of a bitch. You threw me out the last 2 times so I wouldn't be around for her birthday. Now you want me there. Yeah, exactly. I don't want you there. Let's be honest. I couldn't give two shits if you're there or not. Shelly, on the other hand, wants you there. So, I don't know. It'll be like 50 people there or something. Ridiculous amount of people are coming. You met a lot of them already, Frank, at our wedding. And I'll probably invite David Royal and his wife. So it'll all be good. I just want to come back to see how that porch canopy is doing next year. So far, it's doing good. So far, it's been closed most of the time because of hurricanes and the wind. And then it closes, and like at night it closes, and I'm like, well, it got windy last night, obviously, and then it's closed. Then I forget about it, and then I'll open it, but then like it's closed for 2 or 3. It's closed right now. I know it's closed right now. Made me leave in a helicopter during a tornado. Yeah. So it'll all be good, all of it. All right, I'm almost to the next page. And then I'm going to wrap this crap up. Unless you guys want to keep talking for a few more minutes. I got like 8 more minutes. Once I get to the hour mark. Did I tell you I'm doing a version of NaNoWriMo, but not NaNoWriMo? Coming, starting obviously November 1st. I'm doing what's the website? It's like you get a free thing. I'm doing it through Sisters in Crime. Let me look and tell you the name of it. Pacemaker Planner. It's a productivity thing. It's basically like NaNoWriMo where you keep track. I'm doing it through Sisters in Crime, and there's like 25 of us that are all doing it. So we keep track of your individual numbers, plus group numbers, and plus individual people in the group, which is really kind of neat. It's what NaNoWriMo should have been, but they went the wrong way with it. MondoWriMo, yes. Was the helicopter playing Flight of the Angels by Slaughter? God, I hope not. Demo Rimo, Janmo Rimo, Febmo, Mino Rimo, Mondo Ryman. Exactly. So I'm doing that, and it's 60,000 words. So I got to finish Down and Dirty 3, which is I'm writing now. I got obviously 5 or 6 chapters left. I'm going to finish by the end of this month. I should be done by Tuesday or Wednesday, so 29th or 30th I should be done. I'm hoping to just have a big weekend since I'm doing a couple of things, but then otherwise I'm going to be home and finish up this book, and then starting November 1st, Down and Dirty 4 will begin to be written. and then I'm going to knock that out. The cool part is you can do random, so it's not like, it's like, all right, here's 30 days and it's 60,000 words. So if you do 2,000 words a day, you're fine. But I hit random words or something, whatever that part is, and it gives me, so like my first day I gotta do like 2,800 words. The second day is like 2,600 words. But then there's days like on Thanksgiving, my goal is only 940 words. Weekends are words are smaller or something, so it all averages out. Because I'm doing a lot of days, I'm doing like 25, 26, 2,800 words. But then there's other days where I'm doing like 1,400, 1,500 words, stuff like that. So as long as I can keep pace with those, I'll be good. When do you start on Dirty Birdie 1? Well, see, here's the thing. All of my books have to have the initials DD. So that Dirty Birdie doesn't even work. Do real myth sola I do. What? Anyway. So that's what I will be doing. I will be doing my own version of NaNoWriMo without worrying about NaNoWriMo. Doggy Duty 1. That right. Like that could be another series. I don't do that on purpose. Dying Days, Dirty Deeds, Down and Dirty, Double D Boobies. I mean, it's all just so random. Who knows? Well, three lines, and this will be this chapter will be almost done. All right. Next page, Nicholas in. Next page. Chapter 45 is done. Delete that. Here's 46. Set this bad boy up. I got my little line of what this happens in this chapter. Hi, I'm Dirty Bigfoot. Right. The Bigfoot deeds. Anyway, so I've finished I finished a chapter. Very happy about. I will definitely start the next chapter. I didn't write a chapter yesterday on this because Tom had written a chapter of the third book we're doing. So I'm technically, this chapter 46 has to be done today in order for me to be done Tuesday when Amanda Ward comes over to get some writing in. I guess when Tom is in living down here, Tom will also come and hang out on those days, and then we can go to the Southern Buffet together before I drop his ass off at home. All good stuff. All of it good. Unbad. Good. So, all right, is what it is. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. I will not be on this weekend because I will be doing things, but I will see you on Monday. Monday. Positive. It's a good thing Tom tolerates the heat so well. Yeah, luckily, our mother's house has air conditioning. I would imagine he'll put a bunch of fans upstairs with him too, so it'll all be good. 84 degrees today and sunny. But by the time he gets to, it'll be January, so it'll be dead of winter, 81 degrees. It'll be all good. All right, Nick, I'll see you later. I'll see everybody later. Thanks for hanging out with me and chatting.